Hello everyone. We will be discussing in the fourth part of the database system concepts and architecture. Here we will be learning regarding or we will be going through the database system environment. When we consider any of the databases, it may be a Facebook database, Gmail database, okay, it may be having some structures, okay, so and it will be used by different set of users. General public will be using, the developer will be using, the say some database administrator will be using, okay. So here the diagram that is displayed on your screen specifies the database system environment. Here you can see there are different set of users, that is DBA staff, casual user means the end users, application programmers means the developers we can say. Next we have parametric users. The parametric users, as I already specified, who work on specific task. For example, the medicine shop people will be only doing the billings. The general store person only will be doing the billings. Okay, the manager, the storekeeper will be doing billings. So those people are called as parametric users. Okay, so these set of users will be performing on the particular data. Okay, so this DBMS component, say database system environment, consists of DDL statements, DDL compare. Here the DDL we have already seen, it is nothing but the data definition language that is defining on the structure, and that will be done by the DBA staff, okay, using privileged commands. Privileged commands means these are nothing but the set of statements. The casual users, already we have seen, they used interactive query such as the Google search engine. It's an interactive query. With that one they will be specifying some query compilers and optimizers. The application programmers, they will be using a set of applications. They are nothing but the developer. They will be using compilers, okay, such as the DML compilers. DML means data manipulation language. We have seen it in the third part, okay, who will be inserting the data, deleting the data. So they will be using such statements. And parametric users, they will be using compiled transactions. Okay, so this DBMS system environment consists of DBMS component module. In that one there will be different components. So here we can see there is a buffer management. The main work of this buffer management is fetching of data from hard disk storage units into main memory of computer. Okay, next, stored data manager. So the main work of this stored data manager is provides some catalogs for use which are stored on the hard disk. Okay, catalogs means specifications. Okay, next, DDL compiler. DDL means data definition language compiler. They specify a set of statements into schema definitions. He uses set of statements for defining a particular database schema, which can be used as a metadata. Metadata means again it is nothing but the structure. Next there is an interactive query interface which consists of query compiler and query optimizer. So here the work of this query compiler and optimizer is that it is used in translation of high SQL database into accessible code, which generates appropriate calls to runtime processor to execute code. Means for the execution of those statements, the DDL and DML statements, we require this compiler for the execution purpose. Then there is pre-compiler. So this pre-compiler is used for the to identify the SQL statements or DML statements in host language application program, which is usually understood by the computer or the end user. For that we use pre-compiler. Similarly, there are runtime database processor for execution. System catalog, already I mentioned, it specifies the say statements, it gives us the some points. Then concurrency control system, concurrency means repeated execution. And backup and recovery system, for so all we know backup means for the storage, for recovery process. Okay, so these are the different components that is used in the database system environment. So again, please go through this database system environment diagram. So it is important for the exam.